The most bold photo shoot for Jaclyn Smith's newest work made the news, and people have been interested in her name for decades. The actress shocked people by being open to all kinds of interpretations about her. She was famous for her part in Charlie's Angels. When pictures of her next brave move quickly went viral online, she got a lot of praise. We'll look at Smith's bold personality and try to figure out why her most recent move has gotten so much attention and gone against what most people think about confidence, beauty, and age. She became famous for her role as Kelly Garrett on Charlie's Angels. Jaclyn Smith is an American actress. She was the only one of the original female stars who saw the show through to the end. She returned to the part with cameos in both Charlie's Angels 2019 and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle 2003. She was born on October 26, 1945 in Houston, Texas, into a close-knit family. The girl's dad, Jack Smith, worked as a dentist, and her mom, Margaret Ellen, managed the household. Smith planned to become a psychologist when he went to Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas. Sadly, she could only finish the first year. She chose to go to New York instead to attend the Balanchine School of American Ballet. She moved to New York City to follow her dreams and become an actress or model. After getting jobs in TV and print ads, like one for Listerine mouthwash, Smith's new career goals were to act and model. In 1968, she didn't get the part of Victoria Winters on the ABC daytime show instead. Kate Jackson got the part after producers Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg Smith liked her idea for the TV show. Jackson and Smith didn't meet until Smith tried out for Charlie's Angels. In the years before she made it big, Jaclyn put together a portfolio of her modeling and advertising work. Her childhood prepared her for a successful acting career that included a lead part on the original Charlie's Angel. When Breck Shampoo hired her in 1971, she began her job as a Breck girl. Soon after that, she teamed up with fellow model and actor Farrah Fawcett to be a spokesperson for Wella Balsam Shampoo. Jaclyn Smith got her big break in 1976 when she was cast as Charlie's Angels star Kelly Garrett on TV. Smith became famous overnight, along with co-stars Farrah Fawcett and Kate Jackson, when the Aaron Spelling-produced comedy became a huge hit. One of only a few original Angels who stayed with the show for all 5 seasons, from 1976 to 1981. The show began as a movie of the week and starred Jaclyn Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and Kate Jackson as private detectives for Townsend Associates. He was in charge of a private detective agency owned by a wealthy businessman who lived alone. John Forsythe played Charles Townsend, who used a speakerphone to solve problems and give orders to his 3 female agents, whom he called Angels. There are 2 male agents, played by David Ogdenstiers and David Doyle, who help the Angels in the office and sometimes out in the field. The show got such a high Nielsen rating that the network chose to air it again and confirmed that all of the main characters except Steers would be back for a second season. They aired their first episode on September 22, 1976, and the show went on for 5 seasons. Many bubblegum cards, fashion doll collections, posters, puzzles, and even books, toys, and a board game with Smith's picture were made after the show's early seasons because of how quickly it became popular in the US and other countries. All over the world, the Angels were on the pages of magazines like Time, TV Guide, and fan magazines. When Fawcett left at the end of the first season, Cherry Ladd became an important part of the cast and will stay that way until the end of the show. Because Kate Jackson left the show at the end of season 3, it was hard to find a good substitute. To get the same ratings and popularity as the original group, Shelley Hack and Tanya Roberts were cast as the leads. Aside from a small part in the 2003 movie Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, and a bigger part in the 2019 movie Charlie's Angels, Smith played the part in all 5 seasons of Charlie's Angels until 1981. A 2004 TV movie called Behind the Camera, which was an unofficial history of Charlie's Angels, starred Christina Chambers as Smith. Charlie's Angels is still loved by many. It's not just about the 3 flashy cops fighting crime. The show's past is rich with interesting backstories. To fully understand what Charlie's Angels is, let's quickly go over what makes it unique. 3 young women went to the police school. At the heart of the story are 3 female detectives who were given the name Angel. They handled crime cases with confidence and style while working for a wealthy client named Charlie Townsend. Farrah Fawcett, Jaclyn Smith, and Kate Jackson were among the original group members who wowed fans all over the world. People all over the world loved Farrah Fawcett's hairstyle in the 1970s. With her fluffy, layered hair, She made the Farrah flip a style that people all over the country loved. Many women went to hair shops to get this style because it was so well known and seen as a sign of power and beauty. It wasn't just about solving crimes. Charlie's Angels was an unforgettable event. In addition, it was a fashion show. A lot of other people looked up to the Angels, who wore everything from chic jumpsuits to ball dresses. Their amazing sense of style brought life to the show and created looks that will last for years. The show Charlie's Angels broke gender norms by putting strong, independent women in charge of a business that is usually dominated by men. The show gave viewers, especially women viewers, hope by showing that people can be great in jobs that are usually done by men, like law enforcement. The skilled people who worked behind the scenes made the show a hit, even though the Angels were the stars. From the people who wrote the scripts to the helmers. The artistic team is very responsible for how the show has grown and how well it has done in the past. Using new ways to tell stories, Charlie's Angels changed the way TV shows were made by mixing comedy, action, and mystery in every episode. The show's unique mix of high-class adventures and solving crimes drew people in and kept them coming back for more. One of the best things about the show was how well the major actors got along with each other. As each member of the Angels cast, Kate Jackson brought something special to the part, which helped to make the friendship more real and help viewers connect with the characters. Guest stars on Charlie's Angels were often well-known actors and celebrities from the time. The fans were already tense, and these cameos kept them guessing about who would show up next. Smith was in Escape from Bogan County, a CBS TV movie of the week in 1977. She then played Jeanette Bradford in the second episode of the first season of The Love Boat. Her husband had hired a private detective to keep an eye on her while she cruised alone. Thereafter, in 1978, she shared the lead role in Joyce Haber's The Users with Tony Curtis and John Forsythe. Smith played the lead in the 1980 thriller Night Kill. Smith was up for a Golden Globe for her role as Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy in a TV movie that got great reviews after Charlie's Angels ended in 1981. Smith plays Jennifer Parker in the 1983 TV movie based on Sidney Sheldon's book Rage of Angels. The movie was #1 on the Nielsen ratings the week it came out. Seen her play the part again, and the story goes on from there. Smith was in many TV movies and specials in the 1980s and 1990s. Two of them were George Washington, 1984, and The Night They Saved Christmas, 1989. In the 1985 movie Deja Vu, Smith appeared with her ex-husband Tony Richmond. Christine Cromwell, a detective show set in San Francisco that she played in the following year, only ran for one season. In that same year, she got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. From 2002 to 2004, Smith played Vanessa Kavanaugh on the TV show The District Daily. In the 2003 movie Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, she had a small role as Kelly Garrett. She was the only original cast member to be in a TV show movie. Smith went to the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards in August 2006 with co-stars Farrah Fawcett and Kate Jackson to honor director Aaron Spelling, who had died the previous year. Bravo's weekly reality show Sheer Genius, which debuted in March 2007, hired her as a star host after she went to the event. Smith was the show's host for the first 2 seasons. Smith went back to performing after a 5-year break when she was a guest star on the NBC crime show Law Order Special Victims Unit in March 2010. She played Olivia Hodges again the next year on CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Olivia is the mother of David, played by Wallace Langham. After that, Smith promoted the TV show Charlie's Angels on MedTV in January 2019. In 2019, she made a cameo as Kelly in a movie related to the Charlie's Angels series. Smith's business venture coincided with the launch of her own women's clothing line for Kmart. She was one of the first famous people to start her own business instead of just promoting others. In a Simpsons episode from season 15, the fattest and furriest people made fun of Smith's business dealings by saying she had a line of axe heads. In May 2009, Smith let a documentary crew show a series of web movies funded by Kmart in which she talked about her home life, her ideas about interior design, and her relationship with the store. She added Kmart stores to her line of home items in the fall of 2008. The store's Jaclyn Smith Today range of bathroom accessories came out in July 2008. In September 2008, Smith launched a line of wigs designed by herself and sold by Paula Young Wigs. Jose Ber, a hairdresser, made these wigs for Paula Young Wigs. Jaclyn Smith was married to singer and actor Roger Davis in the past. They got married in 1968. right in the middle of Smith and Davis's personal problems to make it in Hollywood. Every time something happened, they were there for each other. Still, their relationship began to worsen as their work lives became more important. In 1975, they finally got a divorce decree. Even though they got a divorce, they stayed in touch and said nice things about each other. Wilson Smith's second husband was actor Dennis Cole. When Cole made a guest appearance on Charlie's Angels, they met. Their energy on screen turned into a real-life romance that led to their marriage in 1978. They must have been happy for a while. They worked together on several TV shows and were often seen happy and holding hands. But there was a shift. While Dennis was dealing with problems in his own life, their relationship started to change. They tried hard, but they couldn't figure out how to solve their problems. In 1981, they both agreed that they wanted to break up. Smith thought that her time with Dennis had taught her something, even though her marriage was over. In 1981, British director Tony Richmond brought Jaclyn Smith back to love. Smith felt a deep link to him, which made her marriage to him even more important to her. They had two great kids together, Tony and Jaclyn, Walt and Spencer. Smith was overjoyed when their children were born, and she often talked about how much she loved being a mother. But as their kids got older, Jaclyn and Tony grew farther apart. They had very different ideas about life and their family's future. In 1991, after 10 years of marriage, they chose to get a divorce. For the sake of their kids, Smith and Tony promised to co-parent their kids even after they got divorced, and they stayed friendly with each other. Brad Allen was Jaclyn Smith's fourth husband. He was a heart surgeon. The addition of Brad, who wasn't in the entertainment business, to Smith's life after they got married was a big change. She says that Brad has made her life more stable and peaceful, and she often calls him her rock. Jaclyn and Brad's lives are calm. Some things that make people happy are cooking meals at home and taking long walks. In talks, Smith has talked about how thankful she is that Brad is in her life and how their relationship is based on love, respect, and understanding. It was more than just Hollywood glitz that made Jaclyn Smith and Farrah Fawcett friends. It was like a movie plot, but they were really in love. As they went, they had thrilling highs and lows and unforgettable events. Witness how these two famous actors went from working together to becoming lifelong best friends. Hollywood will always remember Jaclyn Smith and Farrah Fawcett as two of the most beautiful and talented actresses of their time. The beauty and charm of Fawcett captivated viewers. People praised Smith for how elegant and calm she was. There's no doubt that Farrah Fawcett was a Hollywood star in her time. Jill Monroe, one of the most likable TV detectives, was her role. Still, Fawcett was a very talented artist. Iconic in dress too. The big, curly hairstyle she made famous spread around the world. The 1947-born Fawcett always wanted to be a great actress. She ran away to Hollywood to become famous, just like in the movies. Things weren't easy, though. Ava Fawcett had to work hard and play small parts for a long time before Charlie's Angels gave her the part she wanted. The show was a huge hit, and Fawcett became a star. The tough world of show business taught Smith and Fawcett very quickly how to get by. The two women became famous after working together on the hit TV show Charlie's Angels. Fawcett played the sweet Jill Monroe, and Smith played the sophisticated Kelly Garrett. Even though Smith and Fawcett had very different personalities, they were inseparable in both their personal and business lives. Working together for long hours, sharing private moments, and shooting exciting scenes, Smith and Fawcett became inseparable friends. They gave each other support when things got tough, laughed together, and told each other secrets. They had a unique and long-lasting friendship in a field where friendships were short-lived. Despite this, they had to work together to get through many problems. In a business where ego clashes and simmering rivalries were common, Smith and Fawcett had to deal with a number of problems. Tabloid rumors and problems behind the scenes made them talk about their jealousy and dislike in a quiet way. But they never broke their promise, and they never let anything put it at risk. When Fawcett quit Charlie's Angels after only one season, it was a turning point in their relationship. But Smith decided to stay on the show, and many people thought that her leaving would make it harder for her to connect with her. Still, Fawcett's choice made their relationship much better. Smith completely supported Fawcett's choice because she knew she wanted to try new things and be free from her famous role. Although Fawcett stopped working on Charlie's Angels, she and Smith stayed in touch and kept having deep conversations, going to lunch and shopping together. Even though they were both very busy with their jobs, they still found time for each other. In a field known for strong competition, they stood by each other, told each other secrets, and helped each other. Fans can barely recognize Jaclyn Smith because of how much she has changed. She used to be the queen of beauty. Many people are shocked by the actress's shocking new look. She is famous for her iconic part on Charlie's Angels. The faces on magazine covers and TV sets are different now. Many people, including friends and the media, are interested in Smith's new look. Some people believe it's just a sign of getting older, while others believe it could be the result of bad plastic surgery. With all the attention on her, Smith has decided to keep quiet about the details of her change, which has led to rumors. Smith's story is a depressing reminder of how quickly time goes by, even though her fans are still trying to figure out why she looks different. As well as being the Hollywood ideal of beauty, Jaclyn Smith is now known for her successful business ventures as she is for her part in Charlie's Angels. She made clothing and home goods brands that were very popular. Smith is truly committed to philanthropy and supports many groups, including cancer research, because she herself has battled breast cancer. She talks a lot about her life in interviews and on social media, and she always talks about how important it is to have family and a good mood. Smith strongly believes that no matter what happens, good or bad, there is something to be learned. Many good and bad things have happened in her life. She has been married 4 times, and each one taught her something different. Smith has stayed positive and strong through all of these problems. A lot of people look up to her because she keeps getting better as a person and in her job. It's clear from Jaclyn Smith's playing career and personal life that with faith, love, and hard work, anything is possible. Remembering what she went through has helped me understand that life is a winding path full of shocks. It doesn't matter what problems you face. You can always grow and change.